Hello, and welcome to the Choking Grounds, which is a delightfully sounding place. It's our graveyard zone in Darksiders Warmastered edition, and there are a fair few things to watch out for, and I'm going to see if I can actually remember where they are. First of all, these bats, you can jump up and actually latch onto them and insta-kill them. There's an achievement, if I remember correctly, for killing like 3 of them or something without touching the ground. I actually haven't 100%ed this particular version of the game because there is unfortunately a known bug with one of the achievements, which means that you've got to ride your horse. You get a horse. You're a horseman. But you've got to ride it for a certain amount of distance, and the achievement is bugged and doesn't work properly all the time. Well, that was a good start. It'd be nice if I could. There we go. Okay, so things that I need to learn is that using the Prometheus school of dodging actually isn't a good idea. So don't just dodge backwards. I don't actually know whether that is the best way of getting around. There is, you can get an air dodge. I think I'm going to have to invest in that as soon as I can, because this is a chunk harder on Apocalyptic, which, to be honest, makes the game more interesting for me, because, as I said, it is a bit of a cakewalk on normal. Not that it won't get easy on this, I'm sure. Less. Alright, 900 souls. Is Vulgrim again? I never use Power Strike. That's quite useful.
Oh, you like that?
Oh, you like that. Oh, I've got an artifact I can trade. I'm gonna save that for later.
Oh, don't forget over here. Take you are as greetings.
Possibly not the best idea, actually, to focus on that so early, but now, if I remember correctly, first of all, there's a secret down here. Get that. Ouch! Just having that extra guaranteed damage on that attack is very, very useful at this stage in the game. So we just got a soldier artifact there. So we've got 3 of the little ones. And as I said, they're just currency items that you can trade in. But this early on in the game, that's actually really useful. Wasn't there something... I could have sworn there was a secret or something in one of these areas. I can't remember where. You'll notice the shower of crow feathers there. That was actually just from killing a crow. They always drop health. Even if you're at full health, I believe. And those things will blow themselves up, which is very entertaining. You'll see there's a shiny gold thing up there. You won't be going back to that until much, much later in the game. I love that. There we go. See? Explodey crow. There are also things that you can slot into your weapon to recover health and stuff like that. What's that? Up! As you saw at the shop, there are other weapons that you can use. They go in a secondary weapon slot, which is used on the Y button. You always main hand your Chaos Eater. There's also an achievement for killing all these gravestones. Killing? Destroying all these gravestones. Pow! But not only that, you get a lot of souls from them as well. Which is, as I said, very important in the early game. To use my Rathmore as well. Oh. It has to be said that Death in the second game is much more agile. His dodge move is a lot more responsive. Soul's chest. Grab as many of those as you can. Trying to remember where the secret is. Because there is a secret, and it involves... I'm sure it's here. Can't remember. At some point I'll stop doing that. Pop. Right, let us head to where we need to be going. I don't remember if this is going to put us... No, it's not going to put us in the cutscene until we use the horn on the gates. That's where we need to be going. There's actually some stuff down here as well. A lot of it you won't be able to get to until later. But there is at least... a chest. Oh, jeez. Sometimes the camera angle gets a little bit stuck. Enemies in this game do the thing that they do in a lot of action games, where if there's a kind of an execute animation, they just wait around patiently for you to finish. Yeah, so you can get up to this second floor. Man, they've got some reach on that. I do like the fact that they also blow up their friends. So yeah, there's a second Wrath Shard that you can get here. Which, early on, you know, getting some extra Wrath is quite useful. But you can't get up there again until you've got the explodey bomb power. It's not actually an explodey bomb power, but it lets you explode those bombs. Okay. Honk.
I have come for the destroyer.
My brother spoke of your coming, but a powerful curse holds me now. I cannot help you.
Any curse can be broken.
Yes, perhaps. These servants of the destroyer walk unseen within the realm of shadow. By their blood we are bound. By their blood shall we be free.
I can no longer move within the shadow realm. Much of my power has left me.
You need not enter it. I will grant you the power to see into the accursed realm for a time. But to what end? What hope have we now against the destroyer's foul sorcery?
Don't need hope. I've got a big sword.
Hope will not bring you freedom.
Oh. Okay, so we now have the ability to see into...
Where these shadow lurkers hide and kill them all. They can't be that hard to find.
Thanks, Watcher. They are not, because they are marked on my map. Right, each of these shadow portals is going to offer us a little challenge. Some of the challenges are easy. Some of them are not. I think, is this the one where we just have to kill 50 enemies or something like that? Or is this the one that poisons the room? Speed brawl. Yeah, defeat 40 enemies within the time limit. Bonus souls will be rewarded for any time left on the clock. So yeah, kill all the things.
Surely this is no challenge for the likes of you.
No, it is not a challenge, but it can get quite messy. Especially because if I remember correctly, doesn't it start spawning in harder enemies? Yeah, it does. It should be noted, though, that a lot of the times you can ignore the much harder enemies and focus on dog balls. Ow! That's what I wanted. No, no. Oh man, I really want the air dodge. Ouch! There we go. And yes, we get some bonus souls. You also get your health and wrath refilled.
That was entertaining. Can we do it again?
Yes, and we're going to have to. One down. Oop. That's the easiest of the four, if I remember correctly. Fulgrim.
You are as wise as you are.
I am as wise as I am powerful. Oh yes. So this is where we slot our enhancements. That in there. And that will boost our... That'll boost our damage. Greetings. Okay. Over here. In we go. Right, which one's this going to be? Yeah, this is the poison one. So you need to kill 50 enemies before War runs out of health. It's not a terrible one, this. As you can see, there are chests at the side of the room. And these enemies themselves... ouch! Doesn't help if you get hit, though. And having that extra damage definitely helps. Just got to use War's movement ability to get around and... be a little bit more strategic than I'm used to being. Ah, this is where it gets fun. Ow! Let me open the chest. Right. I can't remember whether you can use him to kill his ouch! No. Phew. It's 49. 50. Yeah, these things are just a little bit much on this difficulty, if I'm honest. Right, let's restock. Restock. Right, 2 out of 4. You'll also notice that there's a big, bright yellow beam of light in the sky, pointing out where to go. I think there were two instances like where it uses this mechanic. This is the first time. There's another one later on. Not much later on, though, I don't think. Right. What next? One of these you have to kill enemies when they're in the air. Yeah, so the gory end, kill 30 enemies using his instant kill attacks. Right, this is where you can get the achievement for... Bum 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 bum. Right. So yeah, you've got to kill them with your when there's the button prompt above the head. Interestingly, that button prompt does take precedence over any other attack input that you I seem to recall that wrath abilities in this section are actually a bad idea because I think it just kills them and therefore doesn't count. There you go. You'll notice one of the big fat enemies over there. That makes this a damn sight trickier. But as with everything else, in all honesty, it is just best to avoid them. Although I seem to recall, yeah, there's two eventually. But they do hit each other, so... just kill the bats where you can because they are easy. And that's the 30. Suckers. Not too bad, that, at all.
Now that was entertaining. Can we do it again?
No. No, we cannot. I can't remember what the final one is. Go find out. Dum dum. No, I honestly cannot remember what this one is. Is it just to kill X enemies in 3 minutes or something? Or survive for X amount of time? Oh no, it's the one where you've got to kill them in the air. You only need to kill 6, I think it is. This one's actually fairly This one's pretty darn easy if you've got this flip saw move. Ta-da! Not a problem. Block counter. War's reflexive instincts have been awoken, allowing him to counter-attack physical and projectile threats. So we can use our block move.
I always knew you had it in you.
Defensively and offensively now, and it makes a big difference. That's why I get a bit annoyed that block and dodge are on the same button, because sometimes you want to block counter and it just dodges instead.
Must be the last of them. Let's get out of here.
Hold your horses. I'm gonna go and talk to Vulgrim first. Oh! That's what it was. It's kill all the big crosses. And that gives us a piece of heart. Sorry, a life shard? Life stone shard. Which are probably going to be quite useful. Ulgrim!
Let me know if I can help you.
Right, so let's get some moves. First of all, I need to upgrade the car seat for that.
You are as wise as you are powerful.
You are as wise as you are powerful.
Let me know if I can help you. You drive too hard a bargain.
You drive too hard a bargain, friend. Okay, so I increased the damage for my block counter. I increased the damage from that and that. Two different attacks there, the uppercut and the slash. And we can now dodge in the air, which is not actually a dodge move, it's technically an attack. This is one tough car. Yeah, it just gives us that little bit of extra mobility. And mobility is good. The curse has been broken. Ravager. This enhancement increases War's damage with environmental weapon attacks. So that will enable us to beat up cars and stuff. Actually, no, with environmental metal attacks. I think that's the one that lets us beat things up with cars and do more damage. Which is nice. We like being able to do more damage when hitting people in the face with automobiles. One of the criticisms levelled against the original Darksiders was that the environments were a bit samey, which I don't personally agree with. There's only so much you can do with the ruins of Earth, after all. Hey. Oh. I picked up a car. That's why I didn't grab on. More souls for me. Right, that big icy thing down there we can't do squat with just yet. Slice. Squish. Pull you apart. So yes, we've got the bowels of what I'm assuming is kind of a subway. That is not how the block counter works. That's how the block counter works. And as you can see, it does quite a lot of damage and knockback. Basically, you have to wait until they glow white. But they don't always, it seems. Is it because I'm not facing them? Or am I just being bad? But yeah, it's a counter in the sense that he does actually automatically attack back, which is called, I think it's the Devil's Cross, and he cuts them into nice chunks. Right, if I remember, up here, yes, is the broken stair, which we shall climb next time. That rhymed. That wasn't intentional. Climb next time. This is how my brain works. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. Remember to ring the bell to be notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.